How you doing, everybody? How you doing? It is Wednesday, May 27th, 2020. Big day planned was today. It's hump day, of course, like it is every Wednesday. And what we do on the program here is we focus on stories and people that help get you laid, help your personality, help make you more attractive to the opposite sex or whoever it is you want to climb up on top of. And today is no exception with this hump day. We got all kinds of information and usable knowledge that'll make you more attractive. Later on in the program, Chef Katie Chin is going to be here, and she's going to be making a delicious salmon with berry compote. I'm sure there's some honey in there. Ooh, I can't wait. She's a fantastic, my mouth is watering already just thinking about what she's going to be cooking that I won't even be able to taste because she's up in her mountain cabin in a different woods from here. So we'll just be able to watch and enjoy Chef Katie Chin. She'll be coming up in a minute. But before then, it's all about this program, Bafo and the Chat Pack. Every day from now on, we're going to be opening the show with some uplifting material, singling out individuals in the world that make us feel better about ourselves. I think that's really the key. And today was supposed to be a very auspicious day for NASA anyway. They were going to be launching for the first time in almost 20 years American astronauts from American soil into space. But that launch got scrubbed because of weather. It's raining in Florida, so they'll do it another day, which is unfortunate. I'm a big proponent of the space program. Hint, hint, NASA. You're sending up dogs and kittens and monkeys and Russians, cars. Why not a bear? Huh? Why not a bear? I already got my own suit. I'd save you money. And I'm smart. Not like some of the other people that are trying to shoot themselves up into space. Which brings us to our dope of the day. Look at this guy. Mad Mike. He was a believer in the flat earth, which I guess is a theory where people, humans alive today, we're not talking thousands of years ago, we're talking today, alive today, that don't believe the earth is a globe floating in space. They think it's a disc or a pancake or something and it's flat. So this guy, Mad Mike, back in February, decides, I got it figured out. He's going to build his own rocket and shoot himself up into space so that he could observe that, aha, the world is indeed flat. Stuff it to all you NASA people. I'm a genius, says Mad Mike. So back in February, he builds himself a steam-powered rocket. Now, I never took a physics class ever. I know a little bit about space. I know enough to know that you can't get into space with a steam-powered rocket. That's like riding an iron into space. Doesn't work. Also, if you're going to go up into space, you got to have a way to get yourself down. And unfortunately, Mike's way wasn't the right way. That's why he's today's dope of the day. Take a look at this. So this is back in February. He's built his rocket there. He's going to launch it up into the air. But right as he takes off, that's his parachute. That's his parachute coming off. So there is no way for him to get down. And Mad Mike right now is realizing, oh, bad news. This is not going to end well for Mad Mike. Luckily, they blacked it out before that hit the ground, but he did not survive. One of the reasons he's the dope of the day, and I'm sure he'll be a finalist at the very least on this year's Darwin Awards. I don't mean to delight in another human being's passing. I do mean, however, to delight when an idiot, gets what's coming to him. You deny science. And after it dies, of course, all his friends came out and said, oh, he wasn't really serious about the flat earth thing. It was just for publicity. He just wanted publicity. He just wanted to be famous. So really, by talking about him here today on the program, I'm helping honor his last wish. You're famous, Mad Mike. You're a famous idiot. The earth is a globe. It's floating in space. It's been proven. And all you proved is gravity. Yeah. That's our dope of the day. again, and I don't want to delight in someone's death, but I mean, there are innocent, wonderful people that die every day, and their lives are taken from them too soon. Doctors and first responders that are helping get us through this crisis. Those people are valiant heroes, and they're working for everyone. This idiot just wants attention. Well, you got it, Mike. You got the attention. Congratulations. Another thing that's being bred in this quarantine is creativity. Creativity in captivity. And today's feature is this guy. Where is he? Where is he? There he is. This guy. The People Walker. This guy, for $7 a mile, he'll walk with you. That's what he does. He'll walk with you. He's a people walker. So if you don't like to listen to music or think or talk to other people, this guy will walk with you and help you contemplate the meaninglessness of existence. I think Mike should have taken a walk with him before he up into space. Yeah, so only $7 a mile. That's, I don't even know if that's, I don't know anything to compare it to. I've never seen another people walker flyer anywhere. And at least one person, see down at the bottom, someone ripped off the number. Ooh, people walker. Someone to walk with and pay them for their company. We have a word for that. It's genius. This guy is using the quarantine to feed his creativity and see if there are enough maroons around to help him buy groceries. So that is our creativity in captivity today. Every day, this lockdown quarantine gives us delights and ineptitude, and that's what we're here for. Every day at 6 o'clock live on Facebook and 24/7 on YouTube. We bring you the ridiculous, the sublime, and everything in between, because if we can't laugh at ourselves, someone else will be laughing at you, which is probably going to happen anyway, so you might as well enjoy it. All right, we're going to be back with Chef Katie Chin and her salmon recipe right after a word from one of our sponsors. If you're a millennial that likes to hug, laugh on a boat, lift tiny weights, and catch things in slow motion, White Claw is the summer booze for you. Astronauts drink it, and bowlers love it. With flavors like these, it's always White Claw time. You don't need to know how to make it to know how to drink it. White Claw, the drink that you drink when you don't want to get drunk, but you want to drink. White Claw in a bear paw is a good time all the time. Please guzzle responsibly. You know, one weird thing about this whole lockdown, quarantine, stay-at-home thing is eating. I got to eat 4 or 5 times a day, and we've gone down into the depths of the freezer. I'm digging stuff out of my freezer that was in there since Jimmy Carter was president, and some of it is not tasting good. So I decided to turn to one of my friends who is a fantastic chef, and not only is she a great chef, but she is very resourceful. Her and her family are up in the woods, different woods than I'm in right now. And she's kindly consented to come on the show today and make one of my all-time favorite recipes, something you could make at home, and it'll keep you fed and relatively sane until we can all go back to our regular life again. Everybody, please give a big boffo in the chat room hello to Chef Katie Chin. Hey, Katie, how are you?
Hey, Boffo. Hi, everybody. Thanks so much for having me today.
Oh, you're so welcome. You look fantastic. This quarantine becomes you.
Oh, I thank you so much. You know, I could barely contain my excitement. I mean, I could barely stand it. I'm so excited to be here today.
I know. I get that. People are excited to be around me. And what an auspicious day it is, launching some Americans back into space today. Thrilled about that. So, what are we making today, and how have you maintained your sanity during this last 3 or 4 month lockdown thing?
Well, Boffo, first of all, I just want to say the dishes I'm making today are right up your alley, because I decided to forage my fridge and go foraging in my pantry and create a recipe that is just so darn easy to make. And you could really learn to love your lockdown leftovers with this dish. We're making a salmon patty with a blueberry sauce because I know how much you love your berries.
Oh,
right?
I love
We're
salmon and
also
berries
doing,
so much.
I know. We're also doing a quarantini today made with elderberries because I know how much you love, once again, all of your berries. And it's chock full of vitamin C. And I'll show you in a second how so. We've been keeping our sanity because I've been doing a Cooped Up Cooking with Katie live stream 3 times a week. So it also keeps us really well fed. And
Yes.
it's a lot of fun. So, Bafo, I want you to come on my show soon. Would that be all right?
I would love it. Yeah, I've been watching your show, and here's the problem: everything you make looks so delicious. It's hard to watch it, and then I go rummaging around in my kitchen, and all I've got is graham crackers and goldfish, and it's just not the same.
I know the feeling. But I promise you today, all of the ingredients are the bare necessities. Got me?
One of my favorite tunes.
You got
I got you. I hear what you're putting down. Yeah.
Okay. Should I start with a cocktail?
I think that would be very wise. I mean, it's happy hour everywhere right now, really, 24/7. So let's get going.
It's wide aware, if you know what I mean. So since we've been cooped up in our cabin home, I don't have a martini shaker. I'm just using a milk jug right here.
That's nice.
And in this milk jug, I have a little bit of vodka. Okay.
A little.
And then to this, I'm just gonna.
Wait a minute. That's a little bit of vodka. How long have you been cooped up, Katie?
I'm just saying that there's got to be enough quarantini to go around. Okay. I'm adding some elderflower liqueur.
Ooh.
And then I'm also adding a bit of lemon juice to this.
Make it pop.
And then I know how much you love honey, so we're just gonna add a squeeze of honey to our cocktail.
This is like food porn for me.
No, I know that. Get your paws off my honey, Buffalo.
That's the raw.
All right.
That's the raw honey too. That's the good stuff.
And then basically we're just gonna shake this up. I'm gonna shake it. I'm not gonna break it. Okay. Then this is what makes it a quarantini, Buffalo. I'm just gonna take some lime juice.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put it on the rim of my glass. Okay. And then I'm gonna dip the rim in some emergency. See that?
Not sugar, but emergency. That's clever.
This is emergency for an extra boost of vitamin C to boost your immunity, right? And then I'm just going to pour our quarantini right into my glass.
Oh.
I know. Oh. I know you're just dying to get your paws on this.
I want some.
Put some lime on here. I'll just stick it in there. I'm going to take a sip, okay?
Oh, God. Yeah.
That is delicious. It's so refreshing, so healthy, sort of healthy. And
it's healthy.
I feel better already.
Yeah, I bet it's sweet. Of course it's healthy. I bet it's sweet and delicious. And if you drink that whole milk jug, you'll be running down the street.
I already drank a jug before we started today, so I'm feeling pretty fine. So we're going to just launch into the blueberry sauce for our salmon patties, okay? So I'm just going to heat up a little pot. I'm adding some fresh blueberries. Then I'm going to add a bit of vanilla extract. And then some more honey.
You can never have enough honey. Honey is my jam.
Hey, honey.
Of course, jam is my jam too, but honey especially.
I know, honey is your jam. And so we're just going to heat up the blueberries, and as they cook, I'm just going to break them down. So leave this on about medium-high heat and let the compost simmer into a beautiful sauce, okay?
Oh.
Now we're going to move on to our salmon patties.
Yeah.
And
wait, go back to that. Go back to that shot. Go back to that shot. That's a pretty I just want to look at it. Just a couple more seconds. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's nice.
This is berry porn.
It's very delicious.
It is very delicious.
Okay. That's all I can take right now.
This cook and simmer for a little bit. All right. And as I was saying earlier, I just dived into my fridge and my pantry. So let's look at the bare necessities of ingredients that go into this recipe. We have some honey. We have our blueberries. We have some seasoned breadcrumbs, eggs, canned salmon and some onion.
Right.
So the great thing, Bob, about canned salmon is it has all the nutrients of fresh salmon, all those really healthy omega-3 fatty acids
Right.
and protein. But you know what? It's at a fraction of the cost of
Right.
fresh
And it
salmon.
keeps, right? Especially during this time. You can't keep fresh salmon in your cupboard. After a while, it stinks. Trust me.
I know. And so it can keep in your pantry for several weeks. I'm adding our seasoned breadcrumbs, which is something a lot of people have in their pantry at all times. Some chopped onion, and then I'm going to crack open an egg. Okay? And then we're just going to mix this all together. And also, what I like to do is take the reserved liquid from the can of salmon. I put it in a little bowl right here. Because if your patties are a bit dry, we just add a bit of the liquid so it's super flavorful.
Oh,
And we
yeah.
just, blend this to combine.
When me and my buddies are playing cards, all we'll do shots of that salmon juice. We'll crack open a can, we eat the salmon, and then, like, if you lose a hand really bad, you do a shot of the salmon juice and wakes you up.
Oh my God, you're so funny, Boffo. Okay, next. I'm just going to take
Where's
a bit of salmon.
Where's your quarantini? You haven't had a sip of your quarantini in a while.
I did all right. You were just so distracted by all that salmon juice. You forgot that. I'm going to take another sip. Hold on a minute.
Yeah, take a break.
So good. Okay, I'm just going to move our sauce over to this burner and let it continue to simmer, okay?
Yeah.
Hold on.
That's quite a big kitchen there for a country farmhouse up in the woods.
Well, we're lucky we've got all this space because we've got a lot of cooking to do, Boffo.
Sure,
now I'm
chef's
just going
got
to
have a kitchen.
Yeah, I'm going to take about a quarter cup of our salmon mixture, and I'm just going to shape it into some patties, like so.
Is it a texture like a crab cake or something?
It really is. And as I was saying, if they feel a little dry, just add some of the liquid from the canned salmon. Now, if I were you, I would just triple, quadruple this recipe and just make it in a loaf pan, and you can snack on it like a protein bar.
That sounds delicious.
All right, then I'm just going to make a couple more. And as you can see, this comes together in like less than a minute. It's so fast and so easy. And you can certainly substitute the salmon with some canned tuna.
Why would you? That would be insane.
No, I know. I'm just giving that tip for the common bear. All right, Here we go. So I have our patties ready to go. And I'm just going to quickly wash my hands, okay, Boffo?
Okay.
I'm just going to wash my paws.
Wash your paws. At least 20 seconds. That's the new rule.
Yeah, okay.
Right? You got to wash your hands for 20 seconds.
What's your 20-second go-to song when you wash your paws, Boffo?
I do that. Buka-cha, 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 that thing from Ferris Bueller. I do that twice in my head. Yeah.
Oh, I love that song. All right. I have a non-stick skillet going over here. And to this, I'm going to add a bit of hard, healthy canola oil.
Okay.
I'm just going to swirl this to coat. Then we get it nice and hot. And I like to use a non-stick skillet because it requires less oil and your proteins don't stick to the bottom of the pan.
I did not know that.
Now I'm going to these are so cute. I decided to make them this size because they're perfect for sliders if you want to make a cute little salmon slider.
Who doesn't? I just like sliding them down my throat.
I know. And then we're basically going to let these cook for about 3 minutes. And then we flip them over and let them cook for about 3 minutes.
And it doesn't look like there's a lot of oil. It's not like you're frying chicken in there, right? Just a very little amount of oil?
I just used about a tablespoon of oil. So it's very little oil. So it's a relatively healthy recipe, if you know what I mean.
Sure. So, unless you have two milk bottles full of elderberry cocktail, it's a very healthy recipe.
Yeah, exactly. So we just want these to brown. They smell really delicious.
That's the
So
one thing
because
wrong
they're
with my program. I can't smell. I can see it. I can taste it with my eyes, but I'd much rather taste it with my face.
well, Buffo, hopefully one day soon we can actually do this in person. You could come
Oh
up
my
here to
God.
our cabin home. You
All my
know,
cousins are up there.
I know. I saw your cousin Lou the other day.
Was he
He
drunk?
tried to break into our house,
Yeah.
but he ran
Yeah.
away with our trash can instead.
He's been
All
on the
right, so
sauce these last 3 or 4 months. He's off the grid.
yeah. So we just want our patties. As you can see here, they're browning so beautifully. Just want them to turn golden brown. See that? Look how fast.
Oh, this
And you
was
know
a
what?
mistake.
Obviously,
This was a mistake.
we're making this with cooked salmon, so they really don't take that long to cook.
Right. I
No,
can't. This is killing me watching this. This is so delicious looking. My stomach is actually grumbling.
Okay. So
I'm going to
listen.
break into your house.
As I told you, many of your relatives have tried.
Yeah. Well,
And
we're a resourceful bunch. You put 3 or 4 beers in Louis. I mean, he can climb into a bank vault. He doesn't care.
So while our salmon patties continue to cook, I'm just going to break up our berries a bit more before we put them on top of our delicious patties, okay?
That's the
Did you see how fast that was?
Yes.
I mean, I'm ready to go ahead and plate these babies up right onto our plate. Now, Papa, what would you pair these salmon patties with if you were cooking for your lovely lady?
Well, I would. That's a good question. I think asparagus is always good. I like a nice green salad. Maybe some like s'mores. Love s'mores. No better reason to go to the woods than have some s'mores. Get a little salt and sugar in there.
Oh, delicious. Okay, so our blueberry compote is ready. So I'm just going to put it on top of our delicious. Oh, it looks so. Look at that, Boffo. Are you dying?
I can see it, Katie. You're making. I know you're doing this on purpose now.
I know.
Just
I'm
to make my
torturing you
stomach
right
hurt.
now.
You are.
I'm just torturing you. Come on. All right.
Oh.
And then next, I'm just going to garnish with a little bit of parsley. Oh, that looks so yummy. And then, you know what? You might want to just add a bit of lime juice or lemon juice.
Sure. Makes it pop.
Look at that. Look how easy, nutritious, delicious. You can make this in just a couple of minutes. Impress all of your bear friends.
That is amazing. Would you mail that to me? Is there a way you could put it in a FedEx pouch or something?
Absolutely. Or you can just come up here, as I said. It would just take you about a week to make the trek. I'm just going to have another sip of my Quarantini.
You've earned it. It's a good-looking Quarantini.
I don't mean to torture you any longer, but should I take a bite?
Yes.
Okay. Hold on. That is chock full of salmony goodness, bright, tart, juicy blueberries. This recipe is fit for a bear. I think you're going to love it.
Believe me, I would love to love it. I could, we have very, very evolved senses of smell. I think I'm getting a whiff of something. Oh, that's so good. Oh, Katie, that is delicious. Here's the thing. It was, 5 minutes to put the whole thing together? That is...
Wasn't that... It was just so fast. I mean, literally, under 5 minutes to make a delicious cocktail and a main dish.
Right, and all stuff that you've gotten out of your cupboard. It's not like you need any fresh from the store ingredients like today. You can make that, put the ingredients away in your cupboard there, and then make 10 or 15 of these a day, every day, 3 times a day.
Exactly. And even if you don't have like an onion, you could use onion powder. So it's really versatile. You can swap things out. You could use panko breadcrumbs. You could even, take some crackers and crush those up and put them in.
Oh, Katie, this was fantastic. Thank God we have it on tape so I can try and do this myself. Maybe I'll do that and send you a picture of what mines look like. I don't think they're going to look as good as yours. We'll give it a shot.
I would love it. We'll give it a shot.
Where can people find you on the interweb so that they can see more of this torture?
Oh, you can follow me at Chef Katie Chin, and all the recipes are available at chefkatiechin.com. And don't forget to check out our live stream, Cooped Up Cooking with Katie, on Facebook and Instagram.
Cooped Up Cooking with Katie. See, this is the amazing thing about this country. Even in the face of the horrible events of the last few months, ingenuity and creativity always rises to the top, and you're the creme de la creme of that. Very clever. Very clever.
I love that about you too, Bafo.
Yeah, but I'm not making... basically, all I've been doing is eating chunky peanut butter out of a jar with my paws for the past 3 weeks. That's what passes for gourmet for me.
We're going to work on that together, okay?
All right. That is Chef Katie Chin and her delicious quarantini and that salmon. Oh, what do you call it again? Salmon burger?
Salmon patties with blueberry compote.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Katie Chin, thank you so much for joining the program. I hope I can see you in person because, quite frankly, the smells around you when I meet you in person are better than what I'm smelling here at my place.
I'm so excited for you to come up here and just catch some fish in the lake with your paws, and we'll just grill that right up.
Oh, I love it. Thank you so much, Katie. I really appreciate it. Stay safe, and hopefully I'll see you soon.
Thanks, Bafo.
Bye-bye. Oh, that is Chef Katie Chin. That is, see, it pays to have friends who are creative and can make delicious things. Normally, Katie lives not too far from my place out here in the woods. And what I do is I just pretend. I go over there. Oh, can I borrow a cup of sugar? Can I borrow a cup of this? And I happen to always do it around dinner time. I don't know if she's caught on or not, but I've gotten more free meals from her, and they're always delicious. See, you never know what you're going to get when you tune in to Bafo in the Chat Pack. Today, you got some actionable knowledge to keep your bellies full until we all can go out and patronize our favorite local restaurants again. That's Chef Katie Chin. Follow her wherever she goes because she's clumsy. She drops food, and I got no problem eating it off the ground. Until next time, thanks for watching. I'm Bafo the Bear, and remember, you gotta love me.